ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the Hindus, living and practicing Hindus all over the world. All the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, Manifestors, Kayakalpa Yogis, Sarvaparityagis, Kailasas, ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, consulate generals, and supporters. Soon to be appointed Senate members. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Work on the body, that is yoga. Work connecting with the cosmic bodies, that is kriya. You will automatically manifest powers, that is jnana, and you will be in absolute bliss lifestyle, that is charya. Work on your body, that's the first foremost. I tell you, I'll give you one simple example, one incident in my own life. My gurus will insist on me every day taking neem juice. I still remember once, he did not, my Guru Raghupati Yogi, Yogananda Puri, he did not let me eat almost for 5-6 days. Maybe it was the 6th day, he did not give me food, and whenever he says I should not eat, my mother also won't give food. My mother and he was such wonderful nexus, I should say. My mother is such a sweet, compassionate person, but so dedicated to my enlightenment and the process. My gurus were doing it for me, and my gurus used to tell that they are preparing my body not only to be a yogi and live long life, healthy life, and the way they prepared my body, they said very clearly that even if after I leave the body, it will not go through any of the regular dead bodies decays. How the dead bodies go through decays, the natural decaying happening. My gurus have clearly declared that my body, even after I leave the body, will not go through any of the natural decay. It will just be a naturally mummified body. Of course, I did not understand all that at that time, and he used to tell me that is why so much preparation we are doing. Not only no one can poison you, even if they poison your body, you will not die, you will only detox and automatically cleanse your body by its own strength, and you will live healthy as long as you want. And even after you leave the body, it will not go through any regular decay. It will just be like Jiva Samadhi, sitting in Jiva Samadhi. Anyhow, he did not let me eat for almost 5-6 days, and not only that, he was feeding me with neem juice. Without food, giving neem juice and asking me to brush my teeth with the neem stick. With the neem stick, I have to touch the Haritaki powder as the powder. Neem stick will be like a brush. Haritaki powder will be like a tooth powder. That is the way I have to brush. I tell you, but one thing I should put this on record here, the extraordinary humbleness and involvement, their love gave me the complete courage and secure feeling to go through all the process they have done to me. See, actually, he will do all this and he will ask me to walk. When I walk and come back, I'm not supposed to wear the chappal. Of course, in Tiruvannamalai, I'll never wear. That's my lifestyle. Even when I was studying in college, I have to wear the shoes mandatory for when we enter the workshop. I'll carry the shoes in the carry bag. Only after the bus crosses Tiruvannamalai border, I'll wear the shoes and go. Before the bus enters Tiruvannamalai border, I'll remove the shoes. That's my respect to Arunachala. So, he will make me walk. When I walk and come back, he himself will keep my feet on his lap and press. That love gave me the deep security that they will not put me through any unnecessary torture. Whatever they make me do is only minimum requirement of tapas. No extra torture, no unnecessary torture. That gave me tremendous courage, confidence to go through whatever they were asking me to go through. And 6th day, still no sign of food. Again, neem juice. Finally, I vomited. Nothing came out, just that neem juice, which he fed me, that only came out. Because there was no food for last 6 days. What can come out? Only neem juice came out. And after checking the color, he said, yes. Ronanir samanam aidichida. Ipa nee saapidala. It means the acid which is there in our body, which is responsible for balancing the hunger, which creates the feeling of hunger, or which creates the feeling of satisfaction. The Ronanir Samanam. That Ronanir, I don't know exact English translation of that word Ronanir. The Ronanir is not just a chemical. When it is in the body, it is a living organism which can be programmed. It means like it's like it has its own biomemory. So, that decides the signal of hunger signal of satisfaction is programmed in Ronaneer. That Ronaneer is responsible for maintaining our hunger. He said that has been balanced and programmed. And I tell you, still now, that programming they have done is responsible for my healthy, happy life. As I said, 42 can sit in Padmasana, no spare parts required, spectacles or teeth, nothing, no spare parts required, internal or external, happy, healthy, 20 hours a day I can do my work. No medicines, no hospital visits, nothing. I am 42. Surely I have not even gone to hospitals 42 times. Maybe I would have gone to inaugurate, visit, bless, but not for treatment. Only few times, like when I had the fracture, went to hospital for surgery. Other than that, it's their grace. It's their grace. I wanted all of you to know balancing of the Ronaneer is a very powerful method. I'll give you simple tips. First instruction, keep always your body hungry. Never dump food and fill it. No. You should always feel that subtle hunger. Means constantly the Jadaragni is alive, burning. Ronaneer balancing gives you tremendous willpower. I tell you, some of my kids, because I balance their Ronaneer, they have amazing willpower. I just need to help them to align it, to train more. You see, you need to be given power and then knowledge, both. Jnana and Shakti, both. Some of my kids, I am highly successful in bringing this Ronaneer balance. Ronaneer balance gives you tremendous willpower. Tremendous willpower. Nobody can break you. With that strength, you need to be given power. The power need to be added. I can spell out few names of my kids with whom I sincerely worked. No one can break their will. Even beyond their self-doubt, that physical biomemory has imbibed their will. I can name many of my kids. Of course, there is a long list. I'm just saying few people. Work on balancing the Ronaneer. Keep your body always hungry. Stop being a cheap, poor backgrounded rich man. See, when a poor person becomes a rich person, he lives the fantasy of poor person's rich person. He takes revenge on the society by dumping himself. See, whatever was denied to him when he was poor, he thinks when he becomes rich, he should grab all that. That is rich life. No. See, when you are poor, the quality food was denied to you is wrong. So add quality food. A good food which brings strength to your body. But junk food was denied to you is a blessing. Don't try to dump your body with junk food. The poor man's fantasy of rich man, even if you live the poor man's fantasy of rich man, you are a rich man according to poor man, not the real rich man. Real rich man knows what is needed for him. I tell you, my Gurukul kids will be the real rich kids because they know what is needed for them. For many of my kids, I have done that balancing of Ronanir. More than their willpower, will persistence, the consciousness supporting them to be aligned and integrated will be more. Listen, I'll repeat. Biggest problem for the seekers is self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred. Will persistence will be higher than the self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt in a strong person. Higher than the will persistence, consciousness. The Gurukul kids whom I balance, I'm not saying they will not have self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. They can create. I have seen some of the kids doing. Their problem is simple laziness. But they will imagine big problems. Oh, I am not feeling inspired. I think my devotion for Swamiji is reduced. My commitment to Swamiji is reduced. I don't know what to do. I think I am confused. Delusory problems. Real problem is only simple laziness. Without breaking the simple laziness problem, imagining that as a big problem. And I have also seen just the simple darkness and screen is moving in the dark. Switch on the light, problem is solved. Instead, I think Brahma Rakshas has come, Bhuta has come, Preta has come. Exactly the same thing we do inside the mind. Simple laziness, break it. Don't make it as a big problem. By imagination, confusion. Listen. Fasting we do for Skanda Sashti, 6 days. And every pradosham, every Ekadasi, Vaishnavites do on Ekadashi, Shaivites do on Pradosham. All this helps you amazingly to balance your Runanir and program the Runanir. Langanam Parama Aushadam. Fasting is the greatest medicine. Hunger is the greatest space to exist. Start developing taste for being hungry. I tell you. Start developing taste for being hungry. See, you need a strong, powerful vessel to do the alchemy process with mercury. Enlightenment is just like alchemy process with mercury. First, you need to have a stone vessel in which the mercury need to be poured, and the energizing process should happen inside the stone vessel so that the molecules of mercury is broken through the energy and reassembled as a solid molecules. It's a whole alchemy process. But the vessel should be strong stone, granite vessel. Same way, the body should be built with hunger and Runanir balancing. I am not saying don't give vitamins, minerals, all needed. Give all of that. But stop dumping junk food on the system. Your body will become a powerful vessel where the spiritual alchemy process can happen. Yajnavalkya Smriti says beautifully, the best detox, Kala, Agni, Karma, Mrit, Vayu, Mano, Jnanam, Tapo, Jalam, Paschatapaha, Niraharaha, Sarve, Ami, Suttihetavaha. Nirahara is the last but most powerful detox. Work on the body. Work on your body intensely by more and more nirahara. Keep yourself hungry. Whole day you should feel the fire of hunger. All my most healthy kids are kids who learned the mechanism, methodology of keeping themselves hungry. These few kids whom I named, I have always seen, even if there's a large quantity of food, they will not touch. They know how to balance themselves. I tell you how the blacksmith puts the iron in the heat and then puts it in the cold to strengthen. Same way, if you put your body in hunger and then the detox herbal juices like neem, castor oil, haritaki powder, actually just with castor oil, haritaki powder, neem juice, adimaduram, these few herbs, I can live without food for more than 3 months comfortably. I can just sit happily, comfortably, without food for 3 months, just with these few herbs. At least for 2 days, you should be able to do this. If you can tune your body, the yoga will start happening in your body, in your system. Today I said I will be speaking about the Hindu parliament structure. I'll elaborate from today, next few more days, my vision for the Sabha. See, the oldest available record in recorded human history, democracy appears only in Hindu history. Understand? The oldest available records of the human history, the modern day, the recorded human history, the concept of democracy is available only in Hindu tradition. We call it responsible democracy. Means people who are already educated in economic principles vote for economic principles. People who are already educated in enlightenment science, they vote for the enlightenment science-based related principles. People who are already educated in the field of agriculture and who are practicing agriculturists, they vote for agriculture-based related policies, principles. See, somebody who doesn't have any economical policy, strategy related knowledge, and if you give him the voting right, what he will do? If you give 1,000 rupees to him or some freebie, that is the best economic strategy or policy for his personal life, so he will vote for you. That's all. That's the way the freebies hijack the health of the nation. How in modern day democracies, freebies are used to hijack the health of the nation. Economical health of the nation is hijacked by the freebies. Because for a common man, he knows only economic policies and strategies for his personal life. He doesn't have a knowledge or he is not educated about the country's good or what is good for country, what is the right policy for the country. Because he is not educated. If something he thinks good for his personal economic strategy and economic policy, immediately he votes for it. How the freebies are used to destroy countries. Irresponsible democracy. Hinduism practiced responsible democracy. Each field People who are experts in that field were given voting right. Beautifully in Shaivite tradition, we have a concept called Anubhava Mantapa. The experience once gather and vote. Oldest recorded concept of demand draft existed between the Rameshwaram Pandits, Brahmins, and Kedarnath Brahmins. They had a system. The Rameshwaram Brahmins, if you deposit some money with them and they will give the palm leaf written with a signature, you take it and give people who are doing the yatra. If you hand over that leaf in Kedarnath, they will hand over the money to you for your yatra. This demand draft system. Same way, Tiruppanandal Adinam had Tiruppanandal Adinam. If you deposit money, you can collect it in their Kashimat branch. They had a system. The documentations are available. The oldest demand draft practice. And in Madurai Adinams, there are references available. Demand draft service between Madurai Adinam and Nellai Gnanasambandar Adinam. I think at some time it was a branch of Madurai, Madurai Adinam. There are some temples in Sri Lanka. Gnanasambandar sang in Devaram. So those temples are also under the spiritual guidance of Madurai Adinam. Once upon a time, even Rameshwaram temple was under the guidance of Madurai Adinam, Arulakshi of Madurai Adinam. And I'm trying to revive the responsible democracy. I'll give you the sutra, the Shastra Pramana, for some of the statements about the democracy. Manusmriti, 8th chapter, first sloka says, Vyavaharan titrushustu brahmanaihi sahaparthiva mantragnairapi mantripihi chaiva vinita praviset sabam, desirous of looking into the administrative businesses of the government and governance of the country and the legal cases, the king shall enter the Sabha with humility along with Brahmanas, the educated ones in those fields, and ministers, thinkers and administrators in those fields who are knowledgeable in giving the right advice. With the grace of Ganapati, Paramashiva, we are working on reviving the parliamentary system practiced in Hinduism what I call responsible democracy. I'll spell out my vision in further satsangs. Rigveda, 10th Mandala, 191st Sukta says, Samsamita yuvase varshannagne vishwanyarya ilaspade samityase tano vasunyapara samgachatvam samvatatvam samvomanamsi janadama devabhagam yada purve sajjanana upasade samano mantraha samiti samani samanam manaha saha chittamesham samanam mantramapi mantraye va samanena oha vishajuhomi samaniva agudi samana ardayaniva samanamastu omano yadava susahasadi. Thou, mighty Agni, gatherest up all that is precious for thy friend. Bring us all the treasures as thou art enkindled in liberation's place. Assembled, speak together, let your minds be all of one accord. As ancient gods, unanimous, sit down to their appointed share. The place is common, common the assembly, common the mind, so be their thought united. A common purpose do I lay before you, and worship with your general oblation. One and the same be your resolve, and be your minds of one accord. United be the thoughts of all, that all may happily agree. Coming to a consensus, how responsible democracy works to come to a healthy consensus, keeping all their private, personal interests, likes, dislikes aside, keeping the common good as the goal, how they come to a consensus, how the ecosystem is more important priority than the individual's likes and dislikes. The tyaga of the people, the visionaries, is beautifully described in this verse. I'll give the rough outline. The Chit Sabha, Raja Sabha, Deva Sabha, Kanaga Sabha, Nityananda Sabha. These are the 5 Sabhas. Put together will be called as Hindu Parliament. Chit Sabha will deal with all consciousness related sciences. The purpose of Kailasa is to give a superconscious breakthrough to the world, planet Earth. Chit Sabha will deal the issues related to that. Raja Sabha will deal all the political decisions need to be made and reaching out to politicians, inspiring, integrating them with the cosmic vision of Kailasa. Raja Sabha will work in that line. Deva Sabha will bring all the best contributions of the Kailasa to the world. Hinduism has so much to offer, whether the flights, Pushpaka Vimana of those days, or the amazing surgery, technology, methodologies of Sushruta, the amazing Hindu medicine, all the best things Hinduism has to offer in the field of life and administration. Deva Sabha will manage. And Kanaka Sabha will manage all the resource development. The Hindus existed as the richest civilization, completely in tune with the nature, without exploiting, abusing, destroying nature. We lived as the richest civilization, reviving those natural resources based lifestyle, and it's a altogether different science. As long as world was following the trend of Hindu civilization 1000 years, 2000 years before, not only we were richest, planet Earth never had any suffering. Nature never suffered. Prakriti was part of us. We were part of the Prakriti. Now the way we are going, if we are not given the right knowledge and education, we may not keep the planet Earth alive for next 100 years. It may not be livable anymore. Even for next 100 years. Within next 100 years, we may destroy it if we don't wake up to the truth. To live with the nature, to live with the Prakriti without exploiting it. It's time we learn to live with the nature, the most beautiful, natural, cosmic way, the Hindu lifestyle. So the Kanaka Sabha will be looking into that component. Nityananda Sabha will work on lifestyle, blissful lifestyle. So, I'll elaborate the whole structure in further satsangs. We will also invite anyone who wants to become part of this Chit Sabha, Raja Sabha, Deva Sabha, Kanaka Sabha. First, we will define them clearly, and the commitment, responsibility expected from the members and the qualification of the members. We will spell out everything, then invite applications, welcome the people who want to be members, and form the parliamentary body, Hindu Parliament. Chit Sabha, Raja Sabha, Deva Sabha, Kanaka Sabha, Nityananda Sabha. These 5 will be the sabhas. Structures put together will be called as Hindu Parliament. We'll start working on it. By Shivaratri, I feel we will be ready with all the 5 sabhas. Maybe Arudra. Arudra is little. Arudra comes in Margazhi month. Shivaratri in Masi. It will be nice if we are ready with all the structure, everything for Margazhi, because the Sabha's name I have given based on Chidambaram temple Sabhas. So if it is ready by Margazhi, Tiruvadirai, Arudra, we can offer it at the feet of Nataraja, who administers the whole universe. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Paramashiva. Paramashivoham, Om Nitya. Nityananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.